Today I'm going to show you everything you need to know to win with the miner in 2.9 balloon. I got micro interactions, pro gameplay, mid-ladder gameplay. I got some coaching against you for y'all at the end. So yeah, welcome. And we're going to start with the offensive basics. So number one, off the beginning of the game, it's a great play to miner the safe spot. That's a safe spot. If they try to nade to King Tower, it won't work. This is the best starting play. Number two, if they have NATO in a building, it's smart to put your miner one tile away. So if they try to nade to King, it won't work. It also will be a little harder for those buildings to activate it. So number two, place it one tile away. Number three, I'm going to show you how to get the balloon to the tower. Of course, the obvious is you just use your miner on the tower, get some damage, it tanks to the balloon. I'm going to keep showing you some more complicated ones, but this is the main way you can get damage to win games. When you have an ice golem tanking, you can play your miner a little late. That way you can land it right on their mini tank and take it out. This can get you a balloon connection a lot of times. Number five, if they play their only ranger on offense, like this player did, you can actually predict their building when you go on offense, right? Because all they have is a building. Check it out. So we're up against Firecracker, Hoggy, Q. They already played their Firecracker, so we're going right for the cannon. This puts a lot of pressure on them because either they're going to have to cycle to a cannon or they might even just miss it. Hey, there you go. Even if they hit that, their cannon would be out of cycle for our next balloon. Be aggressive when they use their ranger on offense. Number six, when you're facing a deck with a building, like a cannon, you want to put your miner in that back left corner, and that way the building won't be able to target him, which can give your balloon just enough time it needs to get an extra hit. Number seven, we're going to start showing against specific cards. If you're up against a deck with the hunter, sometimes they'll place their hunter low so you can't bar barrel them, right? When they do that, you want to miner the back because they'll tank for that hunter for a really long time, right? The hunter wins far away. It doesn't do that much damage. So if you're facing a hunter and they keep making this type of play, which makes sense, play in the back. Number eight, if you're up against an Electro Dragon, you want to play your miner in the back of the tower. That way, when the Electro Dragon's attacking the miner, it doesn't chain to the balloon. And again, the balloon's a troop where just a little bit of damage is all it needs. Just a little health is all it needs to get a shot on the tower. Thanks again, Cade, for helping out. Appreciate you. Number nine, when you face a splash card like an Executioner, you want to miner on the opposite side so the splash doesn't hit the balloon and the miner. This works for wizards, it works for witches, and cards like that. Number 10, when you're up against a deck with Inferno Tower like Logbait, you want to miner in this corner spot. One, it'll tank for the Inferno Dragon, but two, you might even get lucky. And if you get lucky, he'll be on the Inferno Tower, and you can get some balloon connections and win the game. Save your bar barrel for offense too. Little mini tip for the bar barrel. And yeah, sometimes that just playing it in that corner spot can be enough to win you the game against Logbait. Thank you, Squid, also for helping out. Check out his YouTube channel, y'all. Number 11, if you face a deck that has Skeleton Dragons, Mega Minion, Inferno Dragon, something like that, you can play your miner directly at the bridge, and it'll tank for the balloon directly from those troops. You can use a snowball as well, but even if you don't, you can get like an extra connection. Sometimes you get like 2 connections with the balloon just off that and win the game. Number 12, if you're up against a card like an E-Wizard, you can actually do the exact same play. It also works against like any troop that they would commonly play at the bridge. Sometimes people put Executioners there. But yeah, it's okay to predict your miner there. Don't do it every single time. Otherwise, they'll start holding and waiting. But if you do and that's their only air counter, like that Goblin Giant deck, GG's. Number 13, if they Expo and Knight, that's 9 Elixir at the bridge. You can balloon bar barrel, and now they only have Elixir for archers. If you try and predict those archers, you can actually get a connection and win the game against Expo. Use that snowball as well. Niche interaction, but try it out. Number 14, there's some matchups you just can't break through, right? You tried at your best, but that balloon is not getting to the tower. In these situations, tanking for the balloon, it just is the only focus is to get death damage, right? Check this out. We couldn't break through, but we got a lot of death damage, and if you play good enough defense, you can win the game. Number 15, use the balloon to tank for the miner. Again, there's matchups you can't break through. If they have a tornado, building, a damage-dealing ranger, all three, use the balloon to tank for the miner. Let him get that chip damage. You're going to need that chip damage. Play good defense, get the chip damage, you can win. Number 16, you can use an Ice Golem to tank for the miner. If you're catching on, this deck has synergy because every single card can be used on defense and on offense. Use that Ice Golem to tank for your miner. It just give them a couple extra hits, and sometimes that'll win you the game. Number 17, play your miner in the back when you have a musketeer counter pushing because it'll pull melee troops behind the tower, which can let her lock on, right? Check it out. We're going to snowball the bats away, and she's able to lock on tower, getting some key damage. Again, use every troop on offense. Number 18, you can also tank for ranged troops to get your musketeer on the tower, right? Think about how can I get my musketeer on the tower? Often that can win you a game, especially against tough matchups. Try to get that musketeer on the tower using the miner, bar barrel, whatever it takes. Number 19, we can't forget the Evo skeletons, right? So if you put your miner on the inside of the tower, it'll tank for both sides, right? You see this musketeer getting damage, and of course, the Evo skeletons. Thank you, Flynerz, for this replay. Appreciate it. And yeah, this works really well against lava loon. Try to keep track of their cycle. If they use all their small spells, they don't have area damage, go for it. Number 20, you can use the miner on defense as a mini tank. You can take for skeleton, king, valkyries, mega knights, that type of troop. 21, the miner is really helpful against tanks, like win condition tanks. So if you have like a royal giant coming down, a giant coming down, you can use your miner in the back, and he'll help tank, he'll help DPS them down. Don't sleep on him as a defensive troop, especially against decks like royal giant, where you're going to get a lot of damage in double elixir. Use him in single so he can help you deal with everything on defense here. See what I mean? Good against recruits too. Number 22, if you put your miner on one side and your skeletons on the other, it can actually full counter a graveyard. Remember that the most dangerous skeletons are the ones that spawn on the edges of it, so cover those edges, you'll be just fine. Number 23, place your miner on the bridge versus princess so they can't catch with goblin gang or knight. 24, if you're facing a mega knight, you can put your miner on this in-time placement, because when the mega knight jumps, he'll knock the miner back, which allows the other princess tower to attack him. And it doesn't actually have to be perfect, right? I messed up my skeletons here, and it was still able to fully counter a mega knight with just a miner and skeletons. 25, if you're up against a magic archer and you got an ice golem coming up, try predicting it with your miner, you'll be able to prevent a lot of damage. Alright, our last one here. If you use a miner in the back, it'll pull the monk away. That way your musketeer and your bomb tower will not get killed by the monk's ability. Now it's time for some top level gameplay. Fang's the best balloon player in the world. He's been, top of the leaderboards forever. And so, yeah, he's up against Morten, who's like, one of the best players in the history of the game. He's gotten second at the World Finals twice. So, all right, here's the plan. We're going to just, whenever he uses a miner in a way we haven't seen before, we'll just pause the video and check it out. Looks like he probably is familiar with Morten's deck, and so he plays it in the back. Not really too worried about King Tower, trying to be unpredictable. We see a barbell on the right, taking care of those wall breakers. So this is actually a pretty tough matchup. Miner Poison is one of the more difficult ones because they can poison to take out your musketeer, they can get miner chip, and they can defend your balloon really well because they have a bomb tower, they have bats, they have spear goblins. So it can be a really tricky matchup if you're not sure what to do. He's going to balloon in the back here. It's good to balloon in the back against this matchup so you can have a little more elixir for your push. Let's see if he's going to use his miner here. Where's he going to place his miner? I'm assuming he's going to use his miner, right? I'm thinking back right corner so he can avoid the bomb tower damage. Yep, there it is. So he puts it on the outside. He puts it one tile away just to make sure just to get targeted by the bomb tower. Can help out a little bit. But yeah, that was the first decision. We're going to get death damage? It would appear so. We're going to get a hit? No, that looks like death damage. Yeah. So yeah, in this matchup, you're really just going for death damage and you're going for death damage and miner chip. Yeah, that's a great place to put your bomb tower too, because it will target the miner after it's done taking care of the wall breakers. I saw we got a barbarian, got a hit up top right too, which is sweet. Every little bit of damage counts, right? I'm curious if we'll see any musketeer damage, or typically in this matchup you might need a little help, whether it's a balloon connection or musketeer damage or some evil skelly work. So we'll see. I got some games against Ryley, and I have a game against like Giant Graveyard, which is really tricky. So stay tuned. I'm really excited for those ones. But yeah, up against SK Morten. Let me know how y'all are enjoying the deck so far. I always get comments from y'all saying like, I just hit Ultimate Champion, thank you so much, and it's like, dude, those are the best. Like that's why I do this, Like I do this so I can help coach y'all and you can play the deck, because I love this deck. And like when I first started playing it, like there wasn't really any guides on YouTube, so I'm like, you know what, I might as well hop on here and see what's up. All right, so we got the wall breakers. It might be time for some offense soon. You see how he's not rushing it, right? He's not forcing a balloon. But when the time is right, I wonder if he's gonna balloon the back here because he has Evo Musk. Yeah, okay, clean. So yeah, against the when you have the Evo Musk, it's good to balloon in the back so that way you have enough elixir for her to snipe the building, and you have enough elixir for the Ice Golem Miner, so you have enough elixir for everything. So I wonder if he's gonna try to block it. Oh wow, he's late. Oh, that stuff. Okay, we mitered the inside there. I think we mitered the inside to make sure we could finish off that bomb tower. There you go, yep. And then obviously it's caught by the miner, but it's worth it because we're going to get death damage. Yeah, there's the death damage. Because in double, it's going to be a little tricky to get miner chip, relatively. Okay. Probably going to bomb tower. Okay. Barbarian on the left. We're able to protect our musketeer, which is huge. He hasn't been able to poison our musketeers much, which is nice. All right, we're going to miner here. I'm thinking back right corner, personally. Yeah, okay, back right corner. So he's also changing it up. Like, if he puts it back right corner every time, then Morten's just going to catch it with a knight. So I think sometimes the inside placement's nice for the knight. All right, what do y'all think? Try to predict it now. Where is Fang's next miner placement going to be? Is he going the inside, the outside, or is he going somewhere else? Okay, we got the mine on the inside of tank for the wall breakers. Nice play, Morten. And that way the bomb tower can get cleaned off the map so he doesn't have to worry about it anymore. So, okay. He says evil bats now. How do you think he's going to take care of these evil bats? Let's check it out. Okay, we're minering. We go on the inside. Okay. I think because they have the bar barrel, they can tank on the inside because the bomb tower's not even going to hit the miner, right, for the first little bit. So it's unpredictable, and there's a barbell tanking. And we got a balloon connection. GG. That's it. I mean, you know, obviously we gotta earn the rest of this, but well played, fan. Check out how he puts his musketeer opposite lane to take down the miner so that she can go on offense on the other side. But yeah, that miner placement in the middle was helpful because the barbell was already tanking for it. It could take out the bomb tower, and just like that. I'm curious why Morten didn't use his Evo bats a little earlier, honestly. But look at that. Okay, so he has the miner tanking for the balloon is tanking for the miner right now, and which enables the miner to get a little more chip. And probably not getting any death damage. That's okay. We just need miner chip at this point. That same bomb tower placement to make sure that it can attack the miner when it's done. I mean, I don't even know if Morten's played a single poison. Maybe a couple, but maybe one. But that's something interesting too. I would have thought he would miner poison the musketeer a little bit more often. And there, just like that, miner with the snowball will finish off the game. And well played from Fan. He changed up his miner placements, and that made all the difference. Now I'm going to show you a game against Sabrina. It's a top 100 player, but most importantly, this is against Giant Graveyard, and this is a matchup where you need to use your miner on defense just as much as on offense. And so I kind of want to show you how Fan uses his miner creatively so that he can get damage, but more importantly defend against these huge beatdown graveyard pushes. So, all right, here we go up against arrows. Yeah, this is actually a pretty tricky matchup as well, especially if they have minions. I don't remember exactly which version this player has. They do have minions. So you want to try to play with their cycle a little bit on offense, and just like that. Wow, talk about playing with the cycle. What's he going to play? Is he playing guards for this? Is he going to let it go? Ah, man. See, it's those little things. Like, who would have thought to do that push, right? I remember, excuse me. I was watching Ryan. Okay, well, actually, let me just focus up here. I'm thinking we're going to musketeer on the right side and then miner on the inside a little bit. Yeah, okay, sweet. Okay, we musketeer behind the tower. So we put that miner down there to start chipping down the giant because we got to kill him quickly so the tower can retarget onto the skeletons. You want to put your musketeer underneath so that way that she doesn't get poisoned or snowballed, I suppose. I mean, it's always good against the poison decks, but... Okay, you see how that miner helped DPS down? Okay, I was going to say skeletons to take care of the boulder. But yeah, using the miner to DPS down giants is really clutch. You know, make sure you do that. Well, I'm sure we'll use him on the graveyard too, but don't like underestimate his damage per second against troops like the giant. We're going in here because they played witch opposite lane. All they have is going to be minions, so we can snowball away the minions and either get death damage or a hit. Probably death damage against the cannoneer. Cannoneer is tough, y'all. Cannoneer is tough, but okay. So we're going to barbarian on the left side. The witch is coming down. And I wouldn't use my miner there. Yeah, I was going to say. Because our cycle would get caught off and we'd be down on elixir. So, all right, we just kind of tank a little bit of damage. The Evo Witch is coming up soon. So, a mistake I see some people do is they try to miner onto the Evo Witch when the Evo Witch is on the other person's side of the map. You know, if you do that, the Evo Witch is going to survive, kill your miner, and that's just 3 elixir just gone. So, yeah. And notice how he cycled his Evo Skeletons. Like, it's tempting to want to hold them all the time, but it's okay to use them on just to kind of cycle them like you would normally as well. I wonder if they'll ever get their... Like, they recently changed it so that... or not too recently, but the Evo Skeletons attack slower than regular Skeletons, and I wonder if they're ever going to change that. Okay, check it out. Miner on defense here in that one little placement. Notice how you didn't put it directly on the Witch, because then the Witch would have... Skeletons would have killed him. Instead, you put it low so that the point damage from the tower could take down the Evo Witch. That's a nice little interaction. And again, here he is down, doing his work again, where he's taking care of that giant. So right here, we put the miner in the inside. I bet you we're going to put something... Yeah, okay. So you can put... If you put your miner down, that's great on one side or the other. You're going to need something to take care of the skeletons on the left side too. So whether it's a spell, whether it's like a barbell, snowball, or skeletons, maybe a musketeer down low if you want to. But miner's a great counter for defense. Just make sure you have something for the other side as well. Also notice how he's going Ice Golem Balloon on top of each other because he has minions. And so... there's no reason to worry about, trying to space out for a defense or something. You're really focused on the minions, and so you can put them on top of each other like that. And yeah, here we go. Another giant coming down. I'm thinking bomb tower and in the inside. We're gonna probably miner on defense here again. Waiting for the snowball. Okay, maybe just barbell now. Okay. The witch is coming down. The bomb tower should be able to clean that up. We're taking a little bit of damage, but we're still looking pretty good. We're still winning by a little bit. And triple elixir can get a little bit tricky, so we'll see what he does. Ooh, is he gonna actually get a hit here? Oh, nice block from the bowler. Yeah, that's like a gamble. Like, I've got it a couple times. I got to study that. Honestly, maybe I should make a guide. I actually have a guide on the musketeer. If anybody wants to check it out, I have a guide on the musketeer. I made it it's like my 4th video on the channel, so it's pretty good actually. It has like the 4th most views of any video on my channel. It just grows every single day, but check it out, y'all. It has a different format, but it's still really entertaining. It's really good. A lot of educational content too. So I'm gonna remake that at some point just because I want to show all those little interactions at the beginning. But yeah, all right. Here we got a mine in the back. Okay, we probably minored the back so we didn't get hit by the skeletons from the witch, perhaps. Is that gonna be a hit? Oh, it's a hit, man. That's clutch. Wow, he just did it. We got our next and last pro player game. We got Fang versus Ryley. Of course, I'm sure y'all know Ryley. Last game, he did a good job of using his miner to take down the giant, take down the graveyard, and of course, tanking for the balloon. The miner is such a versatile card. You can just use it for so many reasons, you know? That's part of what makes this deck so strong is, like, obviously there's really good synergy between all the cards, but there's, like, the miner allows you to outplay so many decks because there's such versatility in how you use him, both on offense and on defense. You probably put that bomb tower down expecting Ryley to try to protect the princess, and it'll also help out with the mighty miner here. So against bait, I think what I'm curious to see is how I always am curious to see how Fang kills princesses, because princesses are really tricky to kill because we don't have a small spell that kills her. So usually it's like musketeers, bomb towers, you know, maybe a snowball across the bridge. But I'm curious to see, will he use any miners? Well, that's gonna get death damage, right? Ooh, man, not quite. Okay, so let's see. I'm thinking my musketeer up top, maybe on the left or the right. Looks like he has ice golem in hand. Okay, he lets them. Okay, that's interesting. He tends to do that. He lets the princess lock onto the tower first before putting his musketeer. I think. I suppose he would rather keep the musketeer of the health of his musketeer instead of the health of his tower to force out some more elixir. So, yeah, that's something interesting to know. I know against these matchups too, he saves his Evo skeletons often for the barrel and uses that elixir and bar barrel on offense so that he can go take a tower and get some damage. Let's see what we got here. Surely a bar barrel. Oh, he read the direction. Okay, yeah, I gotta make a video on how to read the bar barrel. So like when they when they goblin barrel, you can. Oh, here we go. Miner in the back. Okay, we miner in the back corner, probably because we know that they have. Nice death damage. We know they have a cannon, and so you know you on the back, so you don't get hit by the cannon. Another thing is, like, if they're facing rocket, did I put this earlier? I think I forgot to make this interaction, and that's okay. But if they have a fireball, you want to put your miner in the back of the tower. That way, they can't fireball the miner and the balloon at the same time, so they don't get as much value. If you miner, like for example, say you're facing like fireball, royal giant. Oh, here comes the miner. Where are we putting that miner? I think we're gonna put it on the inside to help chip down the cannon. Oh wow, we actually didn't play the miner at all. Interesting. What if we save him for the next push? Okay. Yeah, check that out. We didn't even use the miner. Intriguing. I honestly would have used the miner there myself. Looks like he wanted to save it for perhaps the next push or save it for elixir. He has a big elixir advantage right now, so okay. Yeah, so we have our miner back in cycle. Interesting. I'm curious why he didn't miner there. I would think he would have got some chip damage at least. Okay, there he goes. He goes on the inside to take care of the cannon. He keeps it a little unpredictable too. Ryley didn't have his mini tank in cycle, so forced out a rocket. The goal, like obviously the balloon didn't get damaged, but it forces out a rocket, which is a negative elixir trade, and that way we can just kind of keep the cycle up. He doesn't have his rocket cycle anymore. Every time he rockets, it's a good thing for us. It seems like it's a negative, but it's a good thing for us. We're just trying to force out elixir, because if he spends that elixir on defense, he can't spend it on offense. You know what I'm saying? So we got a lot of good miner chip there on the back. Yeah, keep up that miner chip, especially against Logbait. My dog is barking. I don't know if you can hear him. Good old Barney. What's happening, Barney? Y'all have any pets? Anybody have pets over here? I have a fish tank. I gotta show you all my fish tank sometime. Maybe I'll show you. I don't know. Maybe I'll put something. Let me know if you want to see my fish tank. But okay. We put miner here on the princess. Did it work? No, it actually didn't work. He says, "Wow." Good protection there from Ryley. We got snowball and Evo skeletons. Okay. Oh wow, Barney's going crazy. I don't know if y'all can hear him, but he's barking a lot. But yeah, all right. So our miner did not work on the princess. I wonder if he regrets that play. I'm not so sure. We're gonna barbell for that as well. Okay, how are we gonna take care of this? Probably snowball the left. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Okay, we have miner back in hand. How are we gonna kill this? Now there's two princesses. This is kind of what I was saying earlier. Like princess can be a little tricky. So main thing is like really don't panic. You don't gotta panic. Musketeer here. It's gonna probably take out that princess as well. Nice. Okay. Wait to cycle. He's also keeping his cycle up, so he keeps his bar barrel in cycle for the goblin barrels. Miner on the left side, so it doesn't hit the cannon, so the cannon can't hit it. That's kind of the similar basics we've been talking about the whole time. So, but yeah, after this game, I'm gonna face a Midladder Menace. I'm gonna hop on a live game. I mean, hopefully we'll face a Midladder Menace. I mean, I'm like technically, I think I'm in range where I'll probably face somebody. So we're gonna hop in a live game, and I'm gonna show you what's up. We'll see if I can show you how to use the miner to win against those like decks y'all are facing the Midladder. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. All right, we got another goblin barrel coming down. Yeah, this is like, it's not the hardest matchup, but you kind of have to know what you're doing in order to win it. Where are we minering here? Trying to be unpredictable, right? The right side, it doesn't matter exactly where we put it, so we're going to try to put it in a spot they Ryley can't catch it. And now we're back with they have rocket, they have cannon. We got a couple hits on that cannon, which feels good. Ooh, check out the musketeer up high. It's actually going to tank for the... oh, he just rockets. That was a really good play from Fan to snipe out that cannon, because now this... Yeah, exactly. So now his cannon was kind of out of... This cannon's out of cycle for the next balloon. And I think we should get a... We should get a balloon connection here, because he doesn't have enough elixir for the rocket. Is he going to rocket late on defense or offense? He gives up. Yeah, he knows it's over. Man, that musketeer up high that took out the second cannon was really clutch and enabled him to get that last balloon connection. Alrighty, y'all. We've seen Fan. I think it's my time to shine here. Oh my goodness, no, I'm just playing. All right, we're up here against Lukester. Lukester 212. It sounds like a Teamster union. Oh, Mega Knight. Oh, baby. This is what we signed up for. This is what I'm trying to showcase. So, all right, we got our miner. We can use a miner on defense against Mega Knights. Commonly against these mid-ladder decks. Whoa. Precisely. When they have a lot of like ground pressure cards, I'm going to play my miner early here just so we can start getting DPS, right? I know that Ice Golem's going to die, so put the miner down as fast as possible. Maybe get an extra hit. Maybe just get a little bit of an extra hit just because that Ice Golem was tanking for him. And we have our skeletons as well. This deck does extremely well against these types of bridge spams because you have a lot of distraction cards. And, you know, if you keep your musketeer alive, she'll just DPS everything down. So keep that musketeer alive. Use your miner on defense. You know, and I typically like to wait. I'd be really... Oh, watch out. Oh, okay. I mean, we might as well just go for it. Excuse me. But yeah, looks like we're going to want to save our bomb tower for defense against the hog. We're going to have a faster cycle than this person. So, you know, you can use a snowball musketeer to full counter hog. You can snowball skeletons. But in this matchup, we're probably going to keep our bomb tower in cycle. Yeah, I'm going to put my Ice Golem in the back. Again, there's no need to rush. You know, you put Balloon Miner at the bridge. Down. That's 8 elixir. They put minions down. Tank the Miner. And all of a sudden, you got like a free Mega Knight coming down. So, yeah, I'm just going to get Miner Chip here. I'm not really too pressed about the Balloon yet. We'll get there as we get to know their deck a little more. I think they still have like 1 or 2 cards we don't know yet. But, oh my goodness. All right, I swear. Okay. Yeah, so they literally would have lost the game. If we put our balloon at the bridge there, we would have lost the game because we would have been down so much elixir, so much elixir. It's okay to tank some Evo Skellies there. Ice Golem here for the Valkyrie. We might not actually have needed that Ice Golem. Maybe we would have had elixir for a little push, but that's okay. I'd rather have I don't mind having a musketeer counter pushing. Probably going to be a Mega Knight here. Okay, they go E-Wiz. They might not have had elixir for Mega Knight. But yeah, gonna barbell here. Try to get a little push here. Because I know that all they have is minions. Oh man, okay. I mean, was that a great play? Maybe not. We only have 3 elixir now, so I don't know. That probably wasn't the best play. We got some death damage. But I mean, even if they had minions, we probably wouldn't have got too much of a connection. That's okay. That's the point, right? Is we kind of get to learn together. I probably wouldn't do that again. But either way, focus on defense, right? We're looking pretty good on defense. We're gonna Evo Musk down this Valkyrie. It's okay to just take the value. You don't have to save your Evo Musk for offense every time. We're gonna cut this opposite lane. Hopefully, we can. Nice. Okay, so now it's going to be able to lock onto the bomb tower. Our musketeer, yeah, we'll continue helping out. Clean. Good defense. Okay, I'm going to go in on offense. We have a counter-pushing musketeer. They're going to probably Mega Knight the musketeers, my guess. Oh, that E was in the back is really bad. I think that might cost them badly. Oh, man, it's letting the musketeer lock on tower. All right, y'all. You see how we used our defense? Like, we had the defense of the musketeer, and we just counter-pushed with it to get the rest of that damage. I'm going to put this up here so that the minions will die. It'll also slow everything down. Musketeer down low. You want to separate them a little bit? I don't think they have a fireball or anything like that, but just in case. All right, we snowball that away. Oh, man, this is some clinical defense, y'all. Some clinical defense. We've been able to use our miner on offense, too, because we're using our cycle card so well. So that's pretty sweet. They're kind of saving their Mega Knight. Do they have the Evo Mega Knight? Are we going to see it? Hey, okay. All right. I was going to say, I want to save my bomb tower for the hog, so I'm going to cycle back to the musketeer. And, yeah, I think this is a good time for our defensive miner. There's just a lot of pressure coming down, so we want to make sure we have the DPS from him and the tanking from him. Notice how, man, Musketeer, man, she's earning her salary. Because they can't kill her, and frankly, she can kill them. So we're just gonna keep using her. Remember how we saved that bomb tower? Save the bomb tower for the hog, for whenever that case came. And yeah, that Musketeer is still alive, y'all. She killed literally 16 elixir worth of cards. And now we're gonna kite this knight. Can we do it? Yeah, I think we can kite him over. No. Okay, so yeah, we had to use a backup miner. That means that we couldn't go on offense as much, but oh wow, we still got some. We actually got some pretty good value out of the Evo Musk, even though she didn't kill the prince. But look, you see how patient I am? It's like, you don't gotta rush it. We have all these defensive cards. We have 7 defensive cards. You know, we'll get the balloon damage when we need to. We're also winning, so this. Right here, I'm not gonna balloon opposite lane. We could balloon opposite lane, but if we do that, that's risky business. Because it's just risky. Because if they miner, I'd rather. I mean, sorry, if they have minions and stuff, we're not gonna take the tower there, and I'd rather, even if we take like 2 balloon hits, we still gotta defend. So okay, miner down there. We're gonna go ice golem, snowball. Snowball's so good. Don't sleep on the snowball. Bang. Barbarian. Yeah, Snowball's really good because it slows everything down. You know, and again, this Musketeer's alive, and as long as the Musketeer's alive, they can't break through. Like, as long as she's alive and we have Elixir. But if we went Balloon opposite lane, we would not have had Elixir for this defense, and we would have lost. Like, I swear. Like, it's tempting to be like, oh, they played eye drag, go opposite lane. No, because they play minions, we're not going to take the tower, and then they're going to, like, for some defense in these key moments. I'm going to go Balloon here because there's only 18 seconds left, so they're not going to be able to make a big counter push anyways. They're going to try. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. They're going to try, but I'd rather put some pressure down. Maybe we get a Balloon connection because all they can do is go on offense, right? Yeah, and that's game. Patience, y'all. Patience. Use that mine on defense, and you'll be good to go. All right, we've seen advanced play. We've seen intermediate play from me, and now it's time for more beginner play. Some people who are learning the deck still. So I have some replays from some clanmates, and I'm trying out a couple different formats. Like, obviously, you can see I'm putting it really quickly right now. I'm trying to do it really quickly, and I want to show you a couple different ways that I can coach y'all up. So let me know which one y'all like the most, okay? Do you like it when it's on ×4 speed, ×2 speed, when it's on regular speed? Just let me know, okay? Because, you know, sometimes when I watch replays like this, I get a little bored because, I don't know, I just don't know the players as much. So, you know, just let me know what y'all like. We're going to put the miner in the front. I like that play. It's a good play. It keeps our, you know, we could put it in the back to keep our musketeer maybe on the tower. That's okay. I'm also going to talk very quickly. So let me know if I'm talking a little bit too quickly, but if not, then hopefully maybe we can work with this, you know what I'm saying? Nice try with the miner. I would actually miner on the tower because if you miner away from the tower, you can, you know, you didn't get any value and you need that chip damage. So I would miner the tower there, especially in that corner spot because he'll get chip damage and he'll tank for the Inferno tower no matter where the Inferno tower is. So yeah, try to always get some chip damage with your miner. No need to go on the Inferno tower. Yeah, I wouldn't balloon in the back because, okay, that bar barrel, okay, you know, that bar barrel was actually pretty decent because we were able to use it on offense. Nice, yeah, you forced out a rocket. We got some good value there. And yeah, so I'm taking it back just a little bit. You want to put that miner in the back of the tower. You put it in the front of the tower, you can rocket, right? The miner just got rocketed because you put him in the front. You put him in the back, you get a little more chip damage. All right, next up we got a game from Fang. Thanks again, Boiler, for that last replay. And again, y'all, I'm looking for feedback, so let me know in the comments how you like this, you know, the different speeds. You know, the last one was ×4 speed, and I paused at some key moments and talked extremely quickly. This is ×2 speed. I'm still going to probably talk a little bit quickly, but I kind of like talking quickly. So as long as you all are, if you could track me just a little bit. Yeah, ballooning the bridge there is risky business. I would honestly never do that. I would never do that. Especially if you don't know their deck, you want to just play some defense, chill. If they play Sparky in the back, you can just defend it. You don't gotta overreact too much. Nice defense there. Nice defense. Way to put your bomb tower on the opposite side, so we had to walk farther. Way not to panic on the Sparky. Yeah, that was some great defense, Fang. Nice job there. So yeah, I just made a coaching guide. Okay. Oh, okay. I mean, hey. All right, you know, we rock with it. You know, they just did a push, and we go on offense after. I like that. I kind of like that strategy. That's how you usually do against beatdown decks. You know, once they play their kind of pressure cards, we can go in the back. Ooh, okay. You know, we know that their E-Wiz is out of cycle, so we're going all in. Okay, now we're gonna have to check this defense. Okay, you're taking a risk there. Okay, you're saying I'm confident I could defend this. Yeah. See, honestly, I think this was mostly a decision-making mistake rather than a micro interaction. I think you really want to just play defense against Sparky and then counter push afterwards, you know, or just, you know, go on offense afterwards. Or even there, you just don't use your miner and just put naked balloon because they don't have an E-Wiz, so you can just put the balloon by itself. You know, save that miner for defense and chip down the Goblin Giant because the faster you kill the Goblin Giant, then the Musketeer can redirect onto the Sparky. And when she redirects on the Sparky will die. So your goal is really to kill that Goblin Giant as fast as possible. So using miners on Goblin Giant is really smart. Yeah, I know it's frustrating. This deck is so irritating, but you can win this if you're a little more patient, I think. That's my read. What do y'all think in the comments, y'all? Drop some feedback below and see what y'all got. You know, we're a community. We all support each other. Fang gives me advice. I give him advice. That's just how we rock, you know? So, yeah. I'm making a coaching... Oh, that Sparky just got a lot of damage. That's unlucky. Thanks again for that replay, Fang. I think I would have, you know, saved that miner for defense a little bit and been more patient. Up here, we're up against TL Diego. Extremely good. CRL competitor. Watch out. So yeah, someone from our clan with a absolutely obscene name. I hate the fact I'm showcasing this. What even is that? All right, y'all. So we're up against TL Diego. I know we're on the opposite side of the screen, but I thought it was worth it because we're up against such a difficult matchup here. Minor poison is brutal, so yeah, we're flip-flopping a little bit. Let me know how you feel. Like, would you rather see a good matchup on the wrong side of the map, or just, you know, me just show a different replay altogether? So yeah, just let me know, and let me know how y'all are liking the speed as well. We're gonna do ×2 and come back to it here. Okay. Yeah, that miner was okay. I think it would. Whoa, that's a lot of spear goblins. Wow, I know that's what I'm saying. Okay. But yeah, all right, let's get the speed back up. But yeah. Again, in this matchup, you really want to get miner on the tower every chance you get because you really need damage. Like, it's gonna be almost impossible to get your balloon through. So yeah, nice chip damage. I actually kind of like that. You can just barbell that. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Yeah, musketeer kind of didn't get a ton of value with the musketeer. You're gonna want to need her for offense, honestly. But yeah, okay, we're going in. I like that miner placement. If you put that miner on the inside, it just might get a connection. Clean. Because like if they put the gob hut, you know, high, that's okay. He'll still get chip damage. But if they put it low, then he can take it down, and all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, you're in a good spot. I like how you changed up your placements. I'm focused on offense here. I like how you changed up your placements, put it to the back, try to be unpredictable. They still cover skeletons, but that's okay. You can't put it in the same spot every time, or else it's predictable, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, we're taking some damage here. I was mostly focused on offense. I think you used the miners in pretty decent spots. Maybe you can cycle them more often than single, but... All right, we're into our last game here. If you made it this far, here you go, up against the top 50 player. Golly. Yeah, if you made it this far, y'all drop a subscribe. I'm making my next video is gonna be a coaching guide, and then I have a new series on cycle decks, reaching 15,000 trophies. I got a free to play RG coming out soon, and I have I'm working on what's that other one? Oh yeah, I have a complete beginner guide to 2.9 balloon as well. It's like an hour long. It's a really good. So anyway, subscribe for more, y'all. It's a joy to make this. We're like what, 400 away from 3,000, which is crazy to me. So yeah, thank y'all for the support. Thank y'all so much, and thanks for these replays, y'all. I mean, this entire video was you know, because y'all shared so much content with me. You know what I'm saying? Like whether it was this player who's not new, you know, we're not going to talk about it. All right, let's focus on the game. I can get sappy later. All right, love y'all. All right, so here we are. We're up against that dreaded boss bandit spam deck. So yeah, miners again. You know, we're probably gonna use a little bit of miner on defense here. Ooh, taking a fireball over there. I would probably use my Evo skeleton toss. Okay, so we got bomb tower low. Okay, who we got? Yeah, bar barrel. Nice. That was a good bar barrel. We're taking some pressure. It's okay to take a little bit of damage early on. You know, I think that maybe not this much damage, but you're gonna take a little bit of damage, maybe in single. Okay, a miner. I think you would have minored a little bit closer to her so she doesn't dash, or go really low. That way your skeletons could be really low too. So, but that's okay. You still got a full defense. Nice job. We gotta defend those spear goblins. Okay. Yeah, I would not have probably went on offense there when they have Evo Dart and Cycle, but hey, you got 2 hits. What am I saying? Forget about me. All right, I mean, hey, we're just like that. We're back in it. Clean. I was not expecting that to work out, but it did. Are we going to win the game right here? Oh, my goodness. You almost had him. Nice job. Clean. Okay, Dark Goblin sniping now. That's okay. Okay, yeah, nice. That's actually a really nice Evo Musketeer. It worked out pretty well. They don't have a building, so all they have is the... Oh, wow, that's actually horribly unlucky. Golly. Oh, my goodness. 77 damage. Can we defend that other side? Oh, that's brutal. Oh, I'm sorry, man. All right, well played. I think you used your miner pretty well. And yeah, so that's a wrap on the video. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know how y'all like I put the background music on, number 1. Number 2, I changed my speed of the replays. Yeah, my last vid was a guide on how to beat Remy Ellie's deck. My next one is going to be a coaching video. So stay tuned, y'all. I love you and be safe. I'll catch y'all on the next one.